ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਦ ਪੰਕਜ ਬੰਦਨ, ਪਦ ਪੰਕਜ ਬੰਦਨ। ਸਿਮਰਉ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੋਖ ਨਿਕੰਦਨ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਨਿਤ ਧਿਆਵੋ, ਹਿਰਦੇ ਨਿਤ ਧਿਆਵੋ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵੋ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਬਿਗਨਨ ਕੇ ਨਾਸਕ, ਬਿਗਨਨ ਕੇ ਨਾਸਕ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸੁਭ ਸੁਮਤ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ਕ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਇ ਨਮੋ ਕਰ ਜੋੜੀ, ਨਮੋ ਕਰ ਜੋੜੀ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਮਨਾਇ ਬਹੋੜੀ। ਗੁਰ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਪਰਮ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਾ, ਪਰਮ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਾ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਿਸਾਲਾ। ਧਰੋ ਧਰਾ ਪਰ ਪੁਨ ਪੁਨ ਸੀਸਾ, ਪੁਨ ਪੁਨ ਸੀਸਾ। ਬੰਦੋ ਬਾਰ ਬਾਰ ਜਗਦੀਸਾ। ਜਿਸ ਮਹਿ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਗਿਆਨ ਹੈ, ਮਾਨਕ ਭਗਤ ਵੈਰਾਗ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਉਦਦ, ਬੰਦੋ ਕਰ ਅਨੁਰਾਗ। ਏਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੋਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ, ਬਿਘਨ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ਨ ਸੋਏ। ਕਾਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ, ਭਰ ਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਆਪ ਲਿਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ, ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰ ਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜਾਓ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਭ ਸਰਨ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਸਰਬ ਚਿੰਤ ਤੁਧ ਪਾਸੇ। ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵੇ ਸੋਈ ਚੰਗਾ, ਇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸੇ। ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵੇ ਸੋਈ ਚੰਗਾ, ਇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸੇ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਚੌਪਈ। ਰਾਮਕਲੀ ਸੁਭ ਰਾਗ ਮਝਾਰ, ਡੋਮ ਬਨਾਈ ਲਿਖੀ ਸੋ ਵਾਰ। ਲੱਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਤਿਨ ਹੋਲੇ ਆਵਾ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰ ਕੋ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਵਾਵਾ। ਰਾਮਕਲੀ ਸੁਭ ਰਾਗ ਮਝਾਰ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਹਨ। ਗੁਰੂ ਰੂਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਡਭਾਗੀ ਹੋ ਜੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਅਮੋਲਕ ਘਰੀਆ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਹਨ। We are so blessed to join in the court of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, to be in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, whether that is physically or spiritually, to be here to listen to their itihas katha. So Sahib Sangat Ji, with the blessings of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, today we'll be starting the katha of Ramkali ki Vaar, a Bani that is found within Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. The authors of this Bani is Rai Balvand Ji and Bhai Balvand Ji and Bhai Satta Ji. Bhai Rai Balvand Ji and Bhai Satta Ji. These are the two authors of this Bani. And before we go for the actual meanings behind the Bani of Ramkali ki Vaar, we have to go through the Authanika, the background to the story. And why is katha so important? Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji tells us, Sun har katha utari mail, that by listening to katha, that all of our sins are washed away. All the dirt inside us, by listening to this Naam Rupi Katha, this is Naam itself. When we say Satta Naam, the true name, the true connection, the true one, just by listening to katha, this is a form of naam itself. By listening to har ki katha, sab te uttam har ki katha, naam sunat dard dukh latha. By listening to the katha of Vaheguru Ji, they say all our sins are washed away. Mahapaneet Bhai Sukh the Maharaji kende han that one who listens to katha, they become pure, pavitr ho jande ne. They become so pure by listening to katha, and they gain so much happiness. Vadde Bhag paye sad sang, Par Brahm syo lago rang. The one who is blessed to come into sad sang, Vadde Bhag. They've got such great fortune. Vadde Bhag paye sad sang. By coming into sad sangat, what does that person gain? Par Brahm syo lago rang. They gain love for Vaheguru Ji. And Guru Granth Sahib Ji tells us this many times. Guru Sahib Ji tells us, Sad sangat bina pao na upaje. Ke sad sangat bina pao na upaje. We cannot have love for Vaheguru Ji. And they say ke pav bin, without this love, they say that we can't do bhagati. Bhagat nahi hoye keri, nahi teri. They say that person cannot do any bhagati. They can't do prema bhagati, love and devotion for Vaheguru Ji. Pav bina bhagat nahi hoye teri. They say that person cannot do any bhagati if they do not have love inside the heart for Vaheguru Ji. So when it comes to Ramkali ki Vaar, the Uthanaka, the background to this Shabad, is written through the writings of Mahakavi Santokh Singh Ji, and it kind of gives us the introduction anyway. So for the next 2 sessions, we'll go through the itihas, the history behind this Shabad, why was it recited in the first place, and then after those 2 sessions, we'll go for the actual arth, the understanding of the Shabad itself. Tehsar Singh Ji, when we look at this Bani of Ramkali ki Vaar, what is the essence of this Bani? What can we take away from this Bani? This one quality of khima. Khima means forgiveness. Okay, in this time of Kal Yug, Singh Ji, to have khima is very hard. Both okha, it's very hard to have forgiveness. This idea of forgive and forget is easier said than done. And Maharaji is showing us that somebody can make so many mistakes, the worst kind of things they could do in this world, but Guru Sahib Ji can still forgive them. Guru Sahib Ji will forgive them if that person comes with an honest heart and asks for forgiveness. And it shows us that it doesn't matter how high somebody gets, that nobody's untouchable. Everybody can make a mistake. The only ones who cannot make a mistake, Guru Sahib Ji tells us, Pullan andar sabko apul Guru kartar. The only Vaheguru Ji and Guru Sahib Ji cannot make a mistake, and those ones who become one with Vaheguru Ji and Guru Sahib Ji, they can't make mistakes, but those are very rare beings to find. But for the majority of the creation, we all make mistakes. And we'll see here today how these 2 kirtaniya, these 2 people who would sing kirtan in Guru Sahib Ji's Darbar, they were at the top. They were like the greatest kirtanees at that time. But even they fell, even they made a mistake. So today when we look around, we look at people who may fall and make mistakes. I think, how is that possible? But when we read it the heart, we start to understand that anybody can fall. But at the same time, Guru Sahib Ji says, Jeko dube, phir hove sar. That even if somebody falls, they can still be saved. They can still be saved through Guru Sahib Ji's blessings and through the blessings of the Sad Sangat. So we'll be taking that vichar into the katha, and Kavi Santokh Singh Ji here will be giving us the introduction. So there's no need for me to give the introduction. Mahakavi Santokh Singh Ji do that for us. But just in this adhyay that we're going to start now, we're going to start it from the start, but not the right at the start. We're missing a few of the shans, the chaupays, to go straight to Ramkali ki Vaar, because at this time, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji in Sri Amritsar Sahib, as Sri Ramsar Sahib, has started to compile Gurbani to make Sri Ad Granth Sahib, the first form of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji has now added Sri Sukhmani Sahib to Sri Ad Granth Sahib, and now Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji is going to add Ramkali ki Vaar. And before they add Ramkali ki Vaar, Kavi Santokh Singh Ji explains to us what is happening at that time, and is a conversation between Kavi Santokh Singh Ji and the Guru Sikhs, and they're asking questions about Ramkali ki Vaar. So when it comes to Ramkali ki Vaar, why is it given this name? Why are these the authors? And that kind of detail, we'll go through that in a few weeks when we go through the arth of the actual Bani itself. But for now, when it comes to the itihas, let's look through the eyes of Kavi Santokh Singh Ji. Let's take ourselves back to that time in Sri Amritsar Sahib, at Sri Harmandir Sahib, when Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji will sit on their takht Sahib, they sit on their throne, and the Sangat will be doing Kirtan. The Sangat will be sitting there in Sad Sangat, and they'll be having darshan of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. This is over 400 years ago, the 1600s. So imagine Sri Harmandir Sahib at that time. You can see pictures from the 1800s, but this is from the 1600s. Just imagine that time inside your head, and let's take ourselves back there to that time when Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji is in Sri Harmandir Sahib. So let's focus our minds and let's say that mantra that Guru Sahib has blessed us with. So Sari Sangat Aakho, Satnam Sri
Vaheguru Sahib Ji Chaupai Ramkali Subh Rag Majar.
So Sar Singh Ji Shubh Ramkali Rag de vich
Dom Banai Likhi Sovar
Dom Pave Marasiya. So what is happening here is that Kavi Santokh Singh Ji is saying to us that those Marasiya Pave Bhai Satta Ji Bhai Balvand Ji, they write this Likhi So Vaar, they write this Vaar Pave Ramkali Ki Vaar, Shubh Ramkali Rag de vich in this Rag of Ramkali Hanji.
Ladda Sikh Tin Hole Ava.
ਤੇ ਜੋ ਭਾਈ ਲੱਦਾ ਜੀ ਹਨ, ਭਾਈ ਲੱਦਾ ਜੀ is a paropakari Guru Sikh. Par upakar. Par means somebody else, upakar means to help, to save. Now Guru Sahib Ji is saying here, Kavi Santokh Singh Ji says to us that Bhai Ladda Ji is now going to bring Bhai Satta Ji and Bhai Balvand Ji back. To where, Hanji?
Sri Guru ko darshan karwawa.
Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji de hazuri vich, they bring them back into the hazuri of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਅਤੇ ਪੰਜਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ.
ਸੁਨ ਸਿੱਖਨ ਬੁੱਝੀ ਸਭ ਸਾਥਾ.
So Sar Singh Ji, when you just look at that, you may think, what does that really mean? But this is like the introduction. Kavi Santokh Singh Ji is saying here that in this Rag of Ramkali, Bhai Satta Ji, Bhai Balvand Ji recited Ramkali Ki Vaar, this Shabad, and they said that Bhai Ladda Ji was a Sikh who brought them to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And yes, that doesn't make much sense, but now the Guru Sikhs ask Kavi Santokh Singh Ji, what do you mean by that? They say, Suna Sikhan, when the Sikhs listen to this, they say that Bujji Sab Satha, they say, tell us everything. Tell us what is happening in this Itihas, Hanji.
Sarab Britant kaho hum satha.
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, they're saying to Kavi Santokh Singh Ji, tell us the whole kahani. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾਵੋ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਸੁਨ ਸਰੋਤਨ ਤੇ ਸਗਲ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਗ.
ਤੇ Sar Singh Ji hear this saying that the Sarot and the listeners, they want to listen to this whole prasang, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਕੀਨ ਉਚਾਰਨ ਹਿਤ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ.
ਤੇ ਫਿਰ Kavi Santokh Singh Ji ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਢੰਗ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ with such great execution when they give the tahas. That Kavi Santokh Singh Ji so much prem, they're going to give the tahas. They Sar Singh Ji that first pankti there, Suna Sikhana Bujji Sab Satha. If I'm correct, it should say Gatha, Pave Katha, itahas. So just a mistake when it comes to the part in this Poti Sahib, Hanji.
Hutta doom Balvand Mahana.
So Kavi Santokh Singh Ji starts by saying there is one Bhai Balvand Ji who is a Marasi, Mahan Marasi, Hanji.
Satta tisko anuj sujana.
ਤੇ ਜੋ Bhai Balvand Ji ਦਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਭਰਾ ਹੈ, the younger brother Bhai Satta Ji, and they say Sujana ਬੜਾ ਚਤਰ ਸੀ.
ਦਾਰਦ ਤੇ ਦਹੁਆਨ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਇਓ.
ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਗਰੀਬੀ ਸੀ. In their house is a lot of poverty, and because of this poverty they had a lot of dukh as well, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਕਰੇ ਯਤਨ ਤਨ ਹਾਥ ਨ ਆਇਓ.
ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਯਤਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ Sar Singh Ji to gain ਧਨ, to gain wealth. ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਕਮਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ they make many efforts, ਪਰ ਹੱਥ ਨ ਆਇਓ. But they could never collect this money and get more wealth in their home, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਤਬ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਦੇਸ਼ ਜਿਤ ਕਿਤ ਗਇਓ.
ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ Sar Singh ਜੋ Bhai Balvand Ji ਹਨ, the eldest of the two brothers, Bhai Balvand Ji leaves his share, he leaves his city and he makes his way to another place, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਫਿਰਿਓ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਦਰਬ ਨਾ ਪਇਓ.
ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਫਿਰ ਕੇ Sar Singh Ji, he travels all around but he cannot earn any more wealth, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਸੱਤਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪਾਸ ਰਹਿਓ ਹੈ.
ਤੇ ਜੋ Bhai Satta Ji ਹਨ, what does Bhai Satta Ji do, the younger brother? He goes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਜਾ ਕੇ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਕਰਹਿ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆਨੰਦ ਲਹਿਓ ਹੈ.
ਤੇ Sri Guru Maharaj Ji ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਪਈ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਸੁਖ ਸੌ ਕੀਨਸ ਨਿਜ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾਨ.
ਤੇ Sar Singh Ji, he goes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji's court and he starts to kirtan di seva. He starts to sing the praises of God, and by doing this guzarana means guzara, his livelihood. He starts to earn his livelihood in this way, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਪਾਏ ਦਰਬ ਕਰ ਪਹਿਰਨ ਖਾਨ.
ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤਨ ਦੌੜ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ Sar Singh Ji, with that wealth he's able to get food, he's able to get water, he's able to have clothes on his body, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਕਿਤਕ ਸਿੱਖਨ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਾਵਹਿ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਘਰ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਪਾਵਹਿ.
ਤੇ Sar Singh Ji, all the ਸੰਗਤ that come to Maharaj Ji's hazuri, Maharaj Ji ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, and then Guru Maharaj Ji will bless them wherever they desire inside their hearts, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਫਿਰ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਮਝਾਰੇ.
And thus Bhai Satta Ji, the younger brother who's staying with Guru Sahib Ji, is happy But Bhai Balvand ji has been traveling all around. He's gone out Bidesh, he's gone outside, he's gone to other lands, but still he cannot find that happiness, he cannot find that wealth that he's looking for, Hanji.
ਨਿਰਤਨ ਹੀ ਆਇਓ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ
So Niratan, Tanato Ret with no wealth, he has no money, what does he do? Ayo Gurdware Pave Guru Maharaj ji de sharan vich aake, Hanji.
ਦੁਖੀ ਹੋਏ ਕਰ ਬਹੁ ਅਕੁਲਾਇਓ
He comes to the door of the Guru and he's filled with so much dukh, he's filled with so much pain, and he starts having anxiety inside his heart as well, Hanji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਜਸ ਕਵਿਤ ਬਣਾਇਓ
So what does he do? When he comes to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji, he writes a poem to Guru Sahib Ji, a kabit. And that kabit, which is in a certain chal, a certain rhythm, will go for that right. Now what does Kavi Santokh Singh Ji say that by Balvand Ji says at that time to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, Hanji.
ਕਬਿਤ ਆਇਓ ਨਿਜ ਦੁਆਰੇ ਦਇਆ ਕਲਪ ਤਰ ਥਾਰੇ ਭਾਰੇ
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, I've come to your door. Nij Dware. Nij means your own, Dware means door. And it's a hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, you're the form of compassion, you are the ocean of compassion. The Maharaj, you like the Kalap bridge. So hey Kavi Santokh Singh is going to give us many examples of things that we may hear in it, the Hasu and Guru Bani in general. So Kalap bridge is a type of tree, a mythical tree. And they say whoever goes to this tree and asks for anything, that wish comes true. And they say that hey Guru Arjan Dev, whoever comes to you and asks for anything, that desire becomes true as well, Hanji.
ਬਿਰਦ ਬਿਲੰਦ ਦੀਨ ਦਰਦ ਬਿਦਾਰੋ ਹੋ
Hey Maharaj Ji, aap ji taram nu palan wale ho. You're the one that takes care of everyone's lives, of their taram, of their righteous way of living. And hey Maharaj Ji, you're the one that takes care of everyone's dukh and you destroy everyone's dukh, Hanji.
ਦ੍ਰੋਪਤੀ ਉਧਾਰੀ ਗੱਜ ਗ੍ਰਾਹ ਤੇ ਛਟਾਰੀ
Hey Maharaj Ji, aap ji Draupadi de Raj rakhi hai. You took care of the honor of Draupadi. So we won't go through the stories in detail because it will take too much time. But very simply, these people, they tried to rape Draupadi. And when they were trying to take her sari off, more kapra kept appearing on her body. And they were able to do that. And she was able to keep her honor because of Vaiguruji. Vaiguruji kept her honor. And they're saying, hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, you are Vaiguruji. And you kept her honor. And then they talk about the Gaj Hathi, elephant, that was meant to drown in the river because the octopus was holding on to them. But they say you saved them and saved their honor as well, Hanji.
ਭੀਰ ਰਾਖਸ਼ਨ ਮਾਰੀ ਵੈਰੀ ਦੇਵ ਨੇ ਨਿਹਾਰੇ ਹੋ
Hey Maharaj Ji, when it comes to the Devi Devta, their enemies were the Raksh, they were the demons. And Maharaj, you saved them as well, Hanji.
ਪ੍ਰਹਿਲਾਦ ਮਚੋਨ ਬਿਲੋਚਨ ਸੁਪੁੰਡਰੀਕ
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ hey Maharaj Ji, your eyes are like kavalfuls. They're like lotus flowers. The Maharaj Ji even saved the honor of Bhagat Prahlad Ji. Har jug jug bhagato paya pej rakhda ay Ram Raje. Har nakas dust har maharya Prahlad taraya. They say you even saved the honor of Bhagat Prahlad Ji, Hanji.
ਪੋਚ ਬਲਮੀਕ ਜਸ ਸੋਚ ਕੀ ਉਚਾਰੋ ਹੋ
ਤੇ ਜੋ Bhagat Balmeek Han, they said that you saved their honor as well, and you gave that you spread their just in all four corners of the world, that everywhere was the praise of Bhagat Balmeek Ji, Hanji.
ਗਨ ਕਾ ਗਨੀ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ ਤੀਰਥ ਪਰਸ ਆਈ
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ that there's so many people, countless people like Ganaka, who is a prostitute, who you saved them as well. Now we look at some of these characters, we think that why would Guru Sahib Ji save a prostitute? Right? But Guru Sahib Ji is Diyalu Kripalu Swarup. Guru Sahib Ji is the forgiver of everyone. It doesn't matter how big the mistake is, Maharaj Ji can forgive us. That's how great our Guru is. They saw Sri Maharaj Ji saying, hey Kavi Santokh Singh Ji says to us, that who is it that you haven't saved? That whoever touches you, Guru Sahib, whoever comes to your sharan, they become pavitra, Hanji.
ਜੈਸੇ ਇਹ ਉਧਾਰੋ ਤੈਸੇ ਮੋਹਿ ਕੋ ਉਧਾਰੋ ਹੋ
They Maharaj Ji, just like you saved all these people, Sadi Rakhya vi karo, protect us as well. This is the benti that Bhai Balvand Ji does to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, Hanji.
ਚੌਪੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਿੰਧ ਕੇ ਨਿਕਟ ਉਚਾਰਾ
ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ Bhai Balvand Ji Guru Maharaj Ji ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਇਹ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਿੰਧ, the ocean of bliss, of blessings, when they do this ardas, this humble plea to them, Hanji.
ਅਬ ਅਲੰਬ ਮੈਂ ਲੀਨ ਤੁਮਾਰਾ
They say, hey Maharaj Ji, aap ji to bina without you, Guru Sahib Ji, I have no other ought or asra, no other support. Maharaj Ji, you're my only support now, Hanji.
ਸੁਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰ ਨੇ ਧੀਰਜ ਦੀਨਸ
Guru Maharaj Ji, hey benti sun ke, when they hear this benti, Maharaj Ji gives them a lot of tiraj. ਬਹੁਤ ਧੀਰਜ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹਨ
ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਏ ਜੋ ਮਨੋਰਥ ਕੀਨਸ
ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ all your desires, ਮਨੋਰਥ means desires, whatever you desire they will be fulfilled by coming to the Guru's home, ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਰਹੋ ਹਮ ਨਿਕਟ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰੋ
ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਾਸ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੋ
ਅਨੁਜ ਸਹਿਤ ਰਾਗਨ ਸੁਰ ਭਰੋ
ਆਪਣੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਭਰਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ with your younger brother stay here and do ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ, do ਰਾਗ ਕੀਰਤਨ, ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਚਲ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਾਨ ਤੁਮਾਰੇ
ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ that if you stay here you'll keep your livelihood, you have enough wealth to live a comfortable life, Hanji.
ਲਹੋ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਹੋਏ ਅਨੁਸਾਰੀ
And any desires that you have, any items that you need, you gain all them and you'll have a lot of sukh, Hanji.
ਇਮ ਕਹੇ ਗੁਰ ਤਨ ਦੀਨ ਬਿਸਾਲਾ
Hey bachan keh ke by saying these words, Guru Arjan Dev Ji gives Bhai Balvand Ji some wealth, Hanji.
ਲੈ ਆਏ ਸਕਾਰ ਗਾਤ ਸਕਾਲਾ
Bhai Balvand Ji takes that wealth, he goes home and he leaves it, then he comes back to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji.
ਪੁਨਹ ਸਮੀਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇ ਆਵਾ
Hanji, Punah means fair, Sameep means nere, that then they come back to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji.
ਮਿਲਿਓ ਅਨੁਜ ਯੁਤ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਗਾਵਾ
And then he meets his Anuj, means younger, shorter, their younger brother, Bhai Satta Ji, and they start to do Kirtan di seva Maharaj Ji de Hazuri de vich.
ਸੁਨ ਸਤ ਗੁਰੂ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਉਦਾਰਾ
ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ when they listen to that ਕੀਰਤਨ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸਰਵਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਅਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ.
ਨਾਮ ਰਾਏ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਉਚਾਰਾ
Guru Sahib Ji listen to the kirtan of these brothers, right? So it's not just one person doing beautiful kirtan. Together they're doing such beautiful kirtan. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji at this time is so happy that they're doing such a great kirtan. Hanji Dwara Paro Ji.
ਨਾਮ ਰਾਏ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਉਚਾਰਾ
The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji then says that now your name is not just Balvand, it's Rai Balvand. So when we read Sri Ramkali ki Vaar, it starts up by saying Ramkali ki Vaar Rai Balvand Tatha Satta Doom Akhi Rai Balvand. So Guru Sahib Ji gives this name Rai Balvand Ji, and from that day forward everyone called him Rai Balvand Hanji.
ਹਰਖਤ ਹੋਏ ਰੁਚ ਸੋ ਗਾਵੇ
The Sooraj Singh Ji in so much love they're doing kirtan and they're feeling so much bliss and happiness, Hanji.
ਦੋਨੋਂ ਭਰਾਤ ਸੁਰਸ ਅਦਕਾਵੇ
Both Babas are doing kirtan so much love, and even the Sangh they're feeling the Anand as well, Hanji.
ਰਾਗ ਰਾਗਨੀ ਕਨ ਅਨੁਰਾਗੇ
In both Rag and Ragniya, in these both different types of musical measures, they're doing such beautiful kirtan and they have so much love for that Rag as well, Hanji.
ਗਾਵੇ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਸਭ ਸੁਭ ਲਾਗੇ
They're singing so beautifully, Sooraj Singh, that everyone is feeling the Anand, Hanji.
ਸਿੱਖ ਸਰਾਹਨ ਕਰਹਿ ਸੁਨੰਤੇ
But this is the thing, Sooraj Singh Ji, when somebody does great seva, whether that's kirtan di seva, ja katha di seva, jiri vi seva ya Sooraj Singh Ji, when they do this seva so beautifully, many times people come and they start to do their shalaga, they start to praise them, their ustat. They saw Singh Ji, many people came to Bhai Balvand Ji, Bhai Satta Ji, and they started to do their praises as well, Hanji.
ਤੇਓ ਸੋ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ ਕਰੰਤੇ
Teve Pave, with this happening to them, they said that their hankar started to grow. They started to get very hankar, they started to get very proud of themselves because of all this praise they were getting, Hanji.
ਇਸ ਬਿਦ ਕੇਤਕ ਕਾਲ ਬਿਤਾਇਓ
ਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਸ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਤਾਇਆ ਹੈ
ਦਿਨ ਪ੍ਰਤ ਔਰ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ ਵਧਾਇਓ
ਤੇ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਸਾਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ in this way many time had passed and their ego was increasing day and night. Kavi Santokh Singh Ji saying, Hanji,
ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਿੰਧ ਨੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਗਤ ਜਾਨੀ
ਤੇ ਜੋ Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji Han, our fifth Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji knows what is going on. They know what is going on inside their hearts, that their hearts have been filled with more ego and more pride, Hanji.
ਹੋਛੇ ਡੂਮ ਜਾਤ ਭੈ ਮਾਨੀ
The Sooraj Singh Ji Maharaj Ji saying that now when it comes to these Marasiya, they've been filled with so much mani, so much pride. They become very proud of the seva that they're doing, Hanji.
ਆਦ ਅੰਤ ਕੀ ਦਸ਼ਾ ਬਿਸਾਰੀ
ਤੇ Maharaj Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਆਦ ਜੋ ਆਰੰਭ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ at the start ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ they didn't have any of this stuff, but they've seemed to have forgotten that. They've forgotten where they have come from, Hanji.
ਹਮ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਬੜ ਭੇ ਹੰਕਾਰੀ
ਉਸ ਰਾਗ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਸੀ, with that rag vidya, that knowledge of how to sing kirtan very simply, they say they become very hankari, very proud of themselves, Hanji.
ਗੁਰੂ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਵਾਜ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਾ
Then they start to speak these words between themselves. They say that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji doesn't know us truly. They don't know how great we are, Hanji.
ਗਾਏ ਨੀਕ ਹਮ ਭੈ ਮਹਾਨਾ
Gayanik. With such a beautiful voice and such a beautiful way we're able to do kirtan, we're so great. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji aap nahi jaande han.
ਹੰਕਾਰਿਤ ਕੁਛ ਸਮੈ ਬਿਤਾਵਾ
ਤੇ ਉਸ ਹੰਕਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਤਾਇਆ ਹੈ.
ਭਗਨੀ ਕੋ ਸੋ ਵਿਆਹ ਤਬ ਆਵਾ
So much time had passed in this way, and now Kavi Santokh Singh Ji says in the home of Bhai Balvand Ji and Bhai Satta Ji, they have a younger sister. And now that wedding of the younger sister has come closer. Byaha tab aava, ਪਾਵੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਯੋਗ ਭਰਾਤਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਢਿਗ ਗਏ
Yog means jog, ਪਾਵੇ ਦੋ. Prata means brothers. That these two brothers, Satguru Teg gਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਆ ਕੇ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਮੁਕਤੇ ਕਰਤ ਸੁਜਸ ਕੋ ਭਏ
ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲਾ they first come to Guru Sahib Ji ਤੇ ਸੁਜਸ ਸ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਟ ਜਸਤ they start to give the supreme praises of Guru Arjan Dev Ji to their face, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਦਾਸ ਜਾਨ ਹਮ ਕਾਰਜ ਕੀਜਹਿ
After praising Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji say, hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, we are your servants, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਦਰਬ ਵਿਸਾਲ ਅਬ ਆਪ ਦੀਜਹਿ
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ please solve this gorgeous affair that we have. ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਧਨ ਦੇਵੋ.
ਜਿਸ ਤੇ ਕਰਹਿ ਬਿਆਹੋ ਹਮ ਭਾਰਾ.
ਜਿਸ ਧਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ, with that wealth we can have such a great wedding. ਹਮ ਭਾਰਾ, apara means huge, very powerful, very great wedding. ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਪਿਖ ਹੈ ਸੁਨ ਹੈ ਹੋਏ ਜੋ ਸੋ ਜਸ ਤੁਮਾਰਾ.
ਤੇ hey ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ, whoever ਪਿਖ ਹੈ means to see, ਸੁਨ ਹੈ means to listen. Whoever hears about this wedding, whoever sees this wedding, they'll praise you, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿਓ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਦੇਹੁ ਟਾਰਾ.
ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਇਹ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਨ, when Guru Sahib Ji hears this ਬੇਨਤੀ, what does Guru Sahib Ji say? They say, ਚਿੰਤਾ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੋ ਅਤੁੱਟ ਭੰਡਾਰਾ.
ਕਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਤੁੱਟ ਭੰਡਾਰ ਹਨ.
ਪ੍ਰਾਤ ਕਾਲ ਜੇ ਤਿਕ ਧਨ ਆਵਹਿ.
Maharaj Ji says at this time, ਕਿ whatever wealth comes in the morning, you can take it, because in the Guru's home, there is no shortage, there's no ਘਾਟਾ. ਆਸਨ ਲੋਏ ਭੰਡਾਰ ਜੋ ਕਿਛ ਪਾਸੋ ਏਕ ਵਾਰ. That in the treasuries of the Guru Sahib Ji only put the stuff there once and it never runs out. It gives to the whole world. So Maharaj Ji here is saying that wherever peta comes in tomorrow, petava comes in tomorrow, the donations that come in tomorrow, you can take that hanji.
ਸਿੱਖ ਸੰਗਤ ਹਮ ਆਨ ਚਟਾਵਹਿ.
That whatever the Sangat give, wherever they give at that time, Maharaj Ji saying that you can take that and you can keep that for yourselves for the wedding, hanji.
ਸੋ ਸਭ ਹੀ ਤੁਮ ਲਿਓ ਸੰਭਾਰੀ.
Maharaj Ji says that keep that for yourself, that tan daulat, hanji.
ਸਾਧਗੁਰ ਕਾਰਜ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ.
Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj will solve all your problems, hanji.
ਦੋਹੂ ਸੁਨਤ ਮਨ ਆਨੰਦ ਪਾਏ.
So dova prava ne, they got very happy, these two brothers got very happy. Hey, Guru Arjan Dev Ji just said, hanji.
ਗੁਰ ਜਸ ਉਚਰਤ ਸਦਨ ਸਦਾਏ.
ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਵੱਲ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ, when they walk in towards their home, they're praising Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, if we read Guru Palas Paatshah Ashevi ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਅਰਥ ਭੰਡਾਰ, the itihas is a bit different. Kavi Santokh Singh Ji gives it very simply here. When we listen to katha by Vadde Mahapurush, we read these Granths, it says that what Guru Arjan Dev Ji initially said at that time to the brothers was that, hey, take 200 rupeya. Maharaj said, take these 200 coins and keep them for the wedding. And what did Bhai Satta Ji, Bhai Balvand Ji say to Guru Arjan Dev Ji? They say, hey Maharaj Ji, thoda hai. This is not much wealth. So for Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji 500 rupeya ditte han, they gave 500 rupeya. But Fairvi Saad Singh Ji, what did the brother say? Evi thoda hai, this is not much as well. Fir 1100 rupeya. From 200 to 500 to 1100 coins. And they still said, Maharaj Ji, this is not enough money. But they said, tomorrow, we want the peta. Because what was going to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow was Vaisakhi wala din. Vaisakhi wala din means the day of Vaisakhi. They saw Singh Ji, we know that when we go to the Guru Card on Vaisakhi Ja Diwali, we know that on those days, a lot of Sangat comes. And when there's more people, there's more peta. So they assumed, okay, if we take the peta from the day of Vaisakhi, we'll get a lot of money and the wedding will be fine, we have so much money. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji kept giving them a shade, kept giving them signs, okay, don't have this faith that a lot of peta will come in tomorrow, because sometimes Sangat doesn't turn up. Because what happened the next day, Sahib Singh Ji, was that a big storm came. And not much petava came inside. And here we'll see how much peta came. And what Kavi Santokh Singh Ji writes is the same as all the other itihasic Granths write as well. It wasn't much money. So let's see what happens now. When they've gone home, they're very happy. And they think they're going to get a lot of wealth tomorrow from the Sangata Hanji.
Jaman biti prat jab hoi.
So sari raat beet gayi Sahib Singh Ji. The whole night has passed and now it's the next day. Pave Vaisakhi wala din Hanji.
Darshan karan aaye sab koi.
Ki sari Sikh Sangata Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji the darshan vaste aunde ne.
Sikh Sangat de mila hai akor.
All the Sangat have come to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji and they're giving all their petava. They're giving all their donations to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji.
Banda charan kamal kar jor.
Hath jod ke Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji charan kamal vich matha tek de han.
Sab din ki puja gin jabe.
Hanji.
Payo rajatpan 100 tabe.
100 pave 100 rupeya. They say that when the whole day passed, all that came was 100 rupeya, 100 coins. So Guru Sahib Ji offered them 1,000 more than that. They said, take 1100. But they said, nay Maharaj Ji, whoever comes on that day, we'll take that. There was only 100 coins that came on that day when all the Sangat came and gave their peta and they counted at the end of the day. Hanji.
Sab din ki puja gin jabe.
They saw Sangat Ji, nahi jithe ji.
De bagai Guru
Doho
ke.
prat.
Dahu prat ko sagre cheen deen.
They saw Singh Ji, when Guru Maharaj Ji took the 100 rupeya, Maharaj Ji goes and gives that to the two brothers, Hanji.
Garbe mood nahi tableen.
And they say, Garbe means hankar. Mood here means murak. that they're filled with such foolishness and such hankar at that time, and they're looking at Guru Arjan Dev Ji and they're thinking, what is this? What is this? It's only 100 rupeya, Hanji.
They begaye Guru ke aage.
They literally chuck this money back in Guru Arjan Dev Ji's face, Hanji.
Hum so karan mashkari lage.
They kehne mashkari means joke. They say, hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, is this some sort of joke? 100 rupeya, Hanji.
Kya hum leke byah rchawa hai.
Kehne ne ke 100 rupeya da assi ki kar sakte? What can we do with 100 rupeya? What kind of wedding can we have with 100 coins, Hanji?
Dhan baho karte kyo na divawa hai.
Kehne ne ke hey Maharaj Ji, aap ji de ghar vich, like you said yourself, in the home of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Atut Pandar, there's countless wealth. Ke Maharaj Ji, why won't you give us the wealth, Hanji?
Sonat Satguru Tiraj Deen.
When Guru Arjan Dev Ji hears these words of pride, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj gives him a lot of tiraj, Hanji.
Pura hai Sri Nanak kich keen.
Kehne ne par, so tiraj here means like patience, honsla, support, giving them some sort of hope, assurance that everything we find, they Hanji dwara paro ji.
Pura hai Sri Nanak ich keen.
They kehne ne ke jo Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji han, our first Guru Nanak Dev Ji, sab de vadda Sat Guru Nanak jind kal rakhi meri. Guru said you will make all your ichhava, all your desires come true. You have nothing to worry about, Hanji.
Leho tan ito nibah ho kar.
Kehne ne ke take this wealth. Leho tan. Take the wealth with you and do your carriage. Take care of your job that you have to do, Hanji.
Karat kirtan laho udar.
They kehne ne that your seva, jo kirtan di seva hai, continue to do that seva, and the rest of the wealth that you need will come itself, Hanji.
Sadgur karte net tum lena.
Hanji.
Ek baar nah ki nas dena.
Kehne ne that you come to our home every single day. Har roz usi Guru Ghar te aake, you never go khali hath. You never go back khali hath when you come to the Guru's home. And here you never go empty as well. The Guru is always giving, Hanji.
Sada tumhari sand hamare.
Kehne ne that you are my own Sangat, you are my own. There is a difference between us. You have nothing to worry about. Guru Sahib is taking care of you. Jive Maharaj Ji says in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Sir Upar, Thada Guru Sura Nanak Take Karaj Pura, that the Guru is standing on top of our head and we have nothing to worry about. They solve all our Karaja, Hanji.
Nah pher ho, lead ho, eho pyare.
The Maharaj Ji kehne ke, hey pyareo, do not turn this wealth away. Take this wealth with you, Hanji.
Bahut namrata kar gur kahyo.
Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji bahut nimrata vich eh bachan karde han.
Tab sab darb haath nij gayo.
Isi tarah Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji gives that wealth to them. In such humility, say, take this wealth back to your home, even though they've given such a rude response to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji is the form of forgiveness, Khimanda Khajana, the treasure of forgiveness. They have so much forgiveness to give out to everyone. The Maharaj Ji says, take this wealth with you, Hanji.
Le gamne mat mand niket.
Hanji.
Bolat pe good nind samet.
The Singh Ji, because of this, what happens now is that by Satta Ji, by Balvand Ji, they start making their way back to their home. The Singh is so annoyed with Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, ke os samad vich Singh Ji, they started to do nindya. They started to do nindya of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ke Maharaj Ji de nindya shuru karan lag pei, Hanji.
Nahi aaj te nikat padhara hai.
Ke aaj to baad asi Guru Maharaj Ji de paas nahi jana hai. We're not going to go back to Guru Sahib Ji again. Because of this, we're never going to see Guru Sahib Ji again, Hanji.
Nahi kirtan kab ho uchara hai.
Na asi kirtan karenge. Na we're not going to do kirtan as well. We will not go to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. I will not do kirtan again, Hanji.
Hamro karaj saryo na koi.
Maharaj Ji is not taking care of us. We stay with Guru Arjan Dev Ji. What have they given us? What cards, what affairs have they sold of ours, Hanji?
Gur sameep geh kya pun hoye.
Guru Sahib Ji de nere reh ke, Guru Sahib Ji naal reh ke, we've stayed with Guru Sahib Ji. What have we gained? What have we gained in our lives? Guru Sahib Ji to asi ki miliya hai. What have we gained from Guru Sahib Ji? We've not gained much is what they're saying. They're Sahib Singh Ji. This is the thing, if you look in Guru Bani, ja Bhai Gurdas Ji de Bani de vich, Bhai Gurdas Ji tells us ke if the Guru puts a trick on us, if the Guru puts a param upon us, a doubt, they say, Je Guru Paramai Sanga Kare. If the Guru puts the Sikh into a delusion and puts a trickery upon them, Kya Sikh vichara? What can the poor Sikh do? Because in Guru Bani we see this many times, Maharaj Ji says us ke aap kare. The Maharaj Ji does everything. Kis aakhi hai? If Vaheguru Ji is doing everything, who can we go and speak to? Aap kare kis aakhi hai? Hoy kare na koi. The only Vaheguru Ji is doing everything, so who else can we go and in one respect complain to? Faryad. Who can we complain to? Vaheguru Ji is doing everything, ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, they're doing everything for us, so who can we complain to? ਆਖਣ ਤਾਕੋ ਜਾਈਏ, ਜੇ ਭੁੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਏ। ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਭੁੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਈ, if there's been a mistake, ਜੇ ਗਲਤੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ, if there's been a mistake, ਆਖਣ ਤਾਕੋ ਜਾਈਏ, ਫਿਰ go to ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। If you think God has made a mistake, then go and tell ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, go and complain to God that they've made a mistake. But then they say, ਜੇ ਹੋਏ ਭੁੱਲੇ, that if there's been a mistake, ਜਾਏ ਕਹੀਏ, go and tell ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ that there's been a mistake, because this thing that happened in my life was a mistake, it shouldn't have happened. But then they say ਕਿ ਆਪ ਕਰਤਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਭੁੱਲੇ? But they are ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ themselves. How can ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ make a mistake? So was it a mistake? Was any situation in our life a mistake? That's what we have to look at now. Because if we say this is Vaiguruji's perfect plan, then Vaiguruji is perfect, then whatever Vaiguruji is doing is perfect as well. So how can we say that Parameshwar Vaiguruji made a mistake? That every single thing that comes in our life is like a bubble. It comes towards us and it's to teach us a lesson. But if we don't learn that lesson, Sangaji, what happens? The bubble pops, but it sends a message to another bubble. And that next bubble comes and it's going to do the same thing to us again. It's going to put us through some hardship until we learn. So, is it a mistake? Or is it just to wake us up? Wake us up to the fact that we all have a problem. And if we say we don't have a problem, but then why are we here for? Why do we have to keep coming back and back again all the time into this body? Whether it's a human body or 84 lakh June, 8.4 million different life forms. Why do we have to keep coming back again and again? It's because we haven't realized this one thing, that we have a problem, and that problem is this ego. It is this calm, krodh, lobh, mahankar that is inside us that makes us keep coming back again and again and again. One way we can look at it, it's like a tire on a car. It's got a puncture in it, and we know there's a puncture in it, but what do? We keep putting air in it. It goes flat, you put more air in it. It goes flat, you put air in it. Again and again, it becomes a cycle. Just like this body. It goes flat, it becomes dust. And then what happens is Vaiguruji puts air in another body. Har jiya gufa andar rakh ke vaja pavan vajaya. That Vaiguruji put air into this cave, this body. And we get another body. Then the body perishes again, it becomes flat, another body is given. But what we don't seem to realize is that how come we keep going through this cycle is because there's a puncture in the tire. If we fix the problem, then we'd get to our destination. Just imagine if the car is going to destination. We're trying to get to the end. We're trying to get to Vaiguruji, but we can't seem to get there because we keep breaking down on the way. The tire keeps going flat. But we wouldn't get angry at the tire, would we? Because we know there's a problem with the tire. There's a puncture in the tire. And because we haven't changed the tire or fixed the problem, the tire is going to keep going flat. In the same way, how can we get angry at somebody if we know there's a problem with them? How can we get angry at ourselves when we know that actually I have this problem of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mohankar? So what is the point here? We have to fix the problem. If we don't fix the problem, then it's inevitable. We are going to make mistakes. Does that make sense? Just think about it. If we know there is a problem, if we know these things exist inside us and they're going to give us trouble in our lives, but we don't fix them, then of course we're going to make mistakes. Of course these things are going to happen. When I say mistakes, they are mistakes, but that mistake is to wake us up and remind us that actually there is a problem and we have to fix that problem. Because until we don't fix that, we're going to keep on going in this cycle again and again, and it's going to be very difficult to reach that destination. So what can we do? There's also many times people say, okay, it's okay, it's my life. It doesn't matter, right? It's on my own head. Chal theek hai, aap ji de marji, it's up to you what you want to do. We all we do is share. We're not here to force. But let me just look at it this way, how scary it can be. Because when that car is driving, just imagine we're going a bit far with this vichar. If that tire pops on that journey, and that tire pops and that car goes out of control, and what could happen? It could hit another car. What does that mean? That we could be walking this path, trying our best, but not acknowledging the inevitable, that we will trip up. But along the way, because of that anger we have on our side, inside us, that anger doesn't only destroy us, it destroys the people we care about. Meaning like another car, it hits another car. And sometimes easy to say that, look, that's on my head. But can we live with the fact that we may destroy someone else's path of spirituality or just give dukh to someone else? So that means that Maharaji is saying, wake up, and we have to purify ourselves on the inside. What is happening here is all in Guru Sahib's hukam. The aap karta kyo pulle. If Vaheguru is doing everything, then is it really a mistake? Or is it to teach us a lesson? That we don't make the same mistake that we're making for billions of years. Right? Who knows how long we've been around for? It's not been 100 years or 20 years, 30s. It's been billions of years we've been around. And do we want to keep going for another billion years? I hope not. Because when we leave this body, we realize that we wasted this perfect life, this perfect opportunity. So what we have to do, the solution that Guru Sahib says in Gurbani is Sonia Manya Man Kita Pao Antargata Tiratha Malanao. That we have to go inside and we have to bathe inside in that Amrit Sarovar. That sits inside us. We have to go there with a lot of concentration. We have to go inside and we have to bathe in that Amrit Sarovar and become pure. And then we get rid of this problem. We get rid of this puncture and then we can reach a destination. But here, Bhai Balvand ji, Bhai Satta ji have got the hankar. We said those 5 things. They're suffering with pride, and now that pride has transformed into anger. And Saad Singh ji, anger is so scary. Anger can destroy everything. And we may have seen our own lives. And here you could say how that is destroying. Bhai Satta ji ਅਤੇ Bhai Balvand ji, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਕਰ ਦਵੈ ਰਹੇ ਆਵਾਸ.
ਤੇ Saad Singh ji ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ they say we're only going to stay in our houses now, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਨਹਿ ਗਮਨੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪਾਸ.
ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ.
ਦਿਵਸ ਆਗਲੇ ਜਬ ਹੀ ਜਾਣੇ.
ਤੇ Saad Singh ji they say we're never going to go to Guru Sahib ji again. And now when the next day comes, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਸਿੱਖਿਆਨ ਸੋ ਤਬ ਬਾਕ ਬਖਾਨੇ.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ ਹਨ, ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਨ. Guru Sahib ji knows what's happening. The Maharaji looks towards the Guru Sikhs and gives them this bachan, Hanji.
Nahi rababi chal kar aaye.
They say that Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji have not come to do their seva, Hanji.
Jaho sadan le liao bulaye.
Kehne ne ke go to their house. Go to the house and call them, hey, Hanji.
Gur aagya sun Sikh sadare.
Sri Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji de aagya leke ba, getting the permission from Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji. In Gurbani Arth Pandar it says that first Bhai Gurdas ji goes to go and speak to Bhai Satta and Bhai Balvand ji, Hanji.
Jai karo tene saath uchare.
One of their ghar wal pahunch ke, when they reach the house of Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji, they say these words to them, Hanji.
Utho chalo bad bhag tumhara.
They say, Utho. They say, get up. Chalo ho, it's time to go. They say, bad bhag tumhara. How great is your fortune, Hanji.
Sadhguru simrat tumho hakara.
Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj is remembering you. Satguru Simrat. How lucky are you that Guru Arjan Dev ji remembers you? How lucky would we have to be for Guru Sahib ji to call us? You know, there's that person that we all look up to in our lives. And we love it if they called us. Right? Whether that be a Mahapurush, Guru Sikh, and we think, I'd love to do their Sangat. Imagine if one day they called you and said, come and sit with me. Come and do Sangat with me. This is the Guru themselves. Imagine Guru Sahib ji called us themselves. Out of how many millions of Sikhs in the world, they called these specific people. Right? Or they called us specifically. How lucky would we feel? Just like in Guru Bani, Maharaj says, Ram Gosaya, Jiya ke Jivana, Mohina Bisar ho, Main jana tera, ke Maharaj ji, don't forget me. Main jana tera. I'm your servant. Don't forget me. But on the other side, what should our ardas be? Kabhu na misre, hiyo morete. Ke kabhu na misre, ke Maharaj ji, may in my heart, hiye morete, in my heart, may I never forget you. Nanak das hi, dana manga. Ke this is the gift that I want, Vaheguru ji, that may kabhu na bisre. Not even for a second may I forget you, Vaheguru ji. How blessed is Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji, that even though Guru Sahib ji knows it, then in India they've slandered the Guru. Guru Arjan Dev ji still call them today Hazuri, Hanji.
Param prasanna barajat jahwa.
Kehne ne ke Guru Arjan Dev ji so pleased with you, that Maharaj ji sitting in the Hazuri in so much anand waiting for you guys, Hanji.
Turan leho darshan ab jahwa.
So Turan pave turant uthe jaake Maharaj ji de हजूर विच सेवा करो, हांजी.
सोन सत्ते बलवंड है कहयो
कि उत्थे जाके सेवा करो अते have darshan of Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji. Then they say कि Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji hear what they have to say from Bhai Gurdas, and then they give this response, हांजी.
गुर टेक जाए कहाँ हम लहयो.
They say कि Guru Sahib ji तो उसे की मिला है. From Guru Sahib ji, what have we gained? What have we gained in our lives by staying with Guru Sahib ji, Hanji?
जब हम कीर्तन करह बनाए.
ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਨ,
ਆਏ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਸਰਬ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਏ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ all the ਸੰਗਤ would come and sit in the ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ of Guru Sahib ji. When we used to do kirtan, everyone would come and sit with Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ ਆਈ।
ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਵੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠਦੇ ਹਨ।
ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿ ਸਭ ਲੱਗ ਪਾਈ।
And all the ਸੰਗਤ will say Guru Guru and they come ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣ Guru Sahib ji ਚਰਨ। ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਅਨਕ ਉਪਾਇਨ ਆਨ ਚੜਾਵੈ ਹੈ।
and they give so much ਪਹਿਟਾਵਾ to Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji.
ਹੇਰ ਹੇਰ ਕਰ ਸੁਜਸ ਅਲਾਵ ਹੈ।
ਵੇਖ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਵੱਲ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ, by looking at Guru Sahib ji's beautiful feet, by looking at Guru Sahib's beautiful face, they used to praise Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਗੁਰਤਾ ਗਾਦੀ ਕੋ ਹਮ ਮੂਲ।
they say this, that we are the source of the Gurta Gaddi. It's because of us that Guru Arjan Dev ji is the Guru. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਹਿ ਜਬ ਜਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਪ੍ਰਤਕੂਲ।
ਪ੍ਰਤਕੂਲ ਪਾਵੇ ਉਲਟ। They say if we was not here, then everything will fall apart. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਨ ਕਹਿ ਹੈ ਕੋਏ।
and nobody will call Guru Arjan Dev ji the Guru if he was not there. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਧਨ ਕੀ ਪੂਜਾ ਕਿਤ ਤੇ ਹੋਏ।
and who would give petava to Guru Sahib ji? If we was not there, no one worshipped the Guru and no one would give any money to Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj.
ਹਮ ਬਿਨ ਬੈਠਿਓ ਰਹਿ ਇਕਾਂਕੀ।
ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ without us, Guru Sahib ji sit there on their own. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਮਹਿਮਾ ਸਕਲ ਜਾਏ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ।
and nobody would praise Guru Sahib ji. ਜੋ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਹੈ, ਵਡਿਆਈ ਹੈ, the greatness of Guru Sahib ji, nobody would remember them or think about them. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੁਨਤ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੇ ਪੁਨ ਸਮਝਾਏ।
when this Guru Sikh hears what Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji are saying, they start to try to explain to them again that what are you guys saying? ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸਮਤ ਵਿਸਾਰ ਕਹਾਂ ਗਰਬਾਏ।
ਸਮਤ ਪਾਵੇ ਸ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਟ ਮਤ। They say your great way of thinking, have you forgotten it? They say why are you speaking in ਹੰਕਾਰ? for ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੰਕਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹੋ?
ਕਿਆ ਅਨ ਬਨ ਬੋਲ ਹੋ ਮੁਖ ਬਾਣੀ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਕਹਿ ਬਾਵਰ ਕਹਿ ਜਿਮ ਮਦ ਪਾਣੀ।
ਮਦ ਪਾਣੀ, ਪਾਣੀ means water, mud means bad water, ਪਾਵੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ। They say have you been drinking alcohol? why are you speaking such foul words for? ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੁਮ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੋਭ ਹੋ ਭਲੇ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ giving you so much ਸ਼ੋਭਾ, so much glory. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਕਰੋ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਮਿਲੇ।
they say go to Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj and do your kirtan ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ। ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਗਤ ਵਿਖੈ ਤੁਮਰੀ ਬੜਾਈ।
ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜਗਤ ਵਿਖੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਇਸ ਜਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, in this world, ਤੁਮਰੀ ਬੜਾਈ, they've given you such greatness. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਬਹੁਰੋ ਦਰਬ ਲੇਹੋ ਸਮੁਦਾਈ।
and they've given you so much ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ as well, so much wealth. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਉਠੋ ਚਲੋ ਮਾਨ ਹੋ ਬਚ ਮੇਰਾ।
they say ਉੱਠੋ, get up, ਚਲੋ ਹੋ, it's time to go. and they say ਮਾਨ ਹੋ, accept, ਬਚ ਮੇਰਾ, ਜੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਚਨ ਹਨ। these words I'm saying to accept them. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੁਮ ਪਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਕਨੇਰਾ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਉੱਪਰ, on top of you guys, Guru Sahib is very happy. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ Guru Sahib ji ਅਤੀ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਹਨ।
ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਹਿ ਬਹੁ ਰਹਾਰਿਓ।
saying this so many times, they're trying to convince them, but they say that this Guru Sikh ਹਾਰ ਗਿਆ, they gave up when they couldn't convince these two. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਨ ਕੋ ਮੂਡ ਉਚਾਰਿਓ।
and they said that these fools will not go, they will not listen to the words of Bhai Gurdas ji. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਾਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇ ਨਿਕਟ ਉਚਾਰੇ।
ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਹਿ ਆਵਤ ਬਿਨ ਮਤ ਹੰਕਾਰੇ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ they're not gonna come, Maharaj ji, they're not gonna come here, they're filled with so much pride, they're not listening to what I have to say. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਸੁਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਔਰ ਪਠਾਵਾ।
ਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ।
ਲੈਨ ਹੇਤ ਤਿਨ ਸਦਨ ਸਦਾਵਾ।
so Guru Sahib ji then calls Baba Buddha ji and say you go to the home and you convince them. so they first send Bhai Gurdas ji. Bhai Gurdas is the Lakhari of Sri Guru Granth Sahib ji Maharaj ji, or the Granth Sahib ji Maharaj ji, the first form of Guru Granth Sahib ji. Then Baba Buddha ji, who is the other Sikh, who is a Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev ji Maharaj ji, another Sikh of Guru Arjan Dev ji, all up to Guru Har Gobind Sahib ji. They're sending such great Guru Sikhs to convince Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਚਲੋ ਹੋਰ ਬਾਬੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਕਾਰਤ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ hey ਬਾਬਿਓ, they say hey why don't you come now, come to Maharaj ji, Maharaj ji is calling you themselves. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਢੇਗ ਚੱਲ ਨਿਜ ਦੁਖ ਕਿਉ ਨਾ ਉਚਾਰਤ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ why don't you just go to Guru Sahib ji and tell him your dukh, tell them yourselves what is wrong with you guys. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਾਉ ਨਿਧ ਰਿਧ ਸਿਧ ਰਮਾ ਵਡੇਰੀ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ, in the home of Guru Sahib ji, is all the riddhya siddhya, all the ਧਨ ਦੌਲਤ, everything is in the home of Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj ji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੋ ਰੁਖ ਨਿਤ ਪ੍ਰਤ ਹੇਰਾ।
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ in their home is so much ਧਨ, is so much wealth that it never is exhausted. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜਿਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਸ਼ਾਰਤ ਆਪ ਉਸਾਰਦ।
they say wherever Guru Sahib ji looks, whichever disha, whichever direction Guru Sahib ji looks in and gives an ishara, gives a sign. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤਿਸ ਢਿਗ ਜਾਤ ਬਿਲਮ ਨਹਿ ਧਾਰਤ।
in that area, ਧਨ will come, wealth will come. Deri to bina, without any delay, wherever Guru Sahib Ji looks, whether that's somebody's home, if Guru Sahib just looks in that direction, wealth will come into the home and it will be atut. It will be inexhaustible. Hanji.
ਆਸ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੋ ਤੁਮ ਤਿਆਗਤ ਕੈਸੇ
Aisa Satguru je mile tisno sir sopye vicho aap jaye. They say such a great Guru, give everything to them. If you meet such a great Guru in your life, sacrifice everything to them. And hey, Baba Buddha Ji is saying that how can you renounce such a great Guru, Hanji?
ਸਮਝ ਸੋ ਮਿਲਹੁ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਖਤ ਬੈਸੇ
Can that understand what I'm saying? Guru Arjan Dev Ji is waiting for you, Hanji.
ਦੋਨੋਂ ਭਰਾਤ ਗਰਭ ਧਾਰ ਕਹਿਓ
And they say Donho Prat means Donho Prava, these two brothers. Garabhatara kahiyo. In such hankar, they give these words, such pride, they say these words back to Baba Buddha Ji, Hanji.
ਤੈਨ ਢਿਗ ਹਮ ਹੋ ਕਛੂ ਨਹਿ ਲਹਿਓ
They say that by staying with Guru Sahib Ji, Kachu na leyo, we've not gained anything. Kuch nahi prapat kita hai, Hanji.
ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਏ ਅਬ ਕੈਸੇ ਪਾਸ
Na asi Mar Ji de paas javange.
ਤੈਨ ਕੋ ਤਜ ਹਮ ਰਹਿ ਆਵਾਸ
They say that we'll renounce the Guru and we'll stay here in this home, Hanji.
ਕੇਤੇ ਜਤਨ ਬਨਾਵਹੁ ਕੋਈ
They say you can try as many different plans as you want, you can try as much as you want to convince us, but we will not listen to you, Hanji.
ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗ ਹਮਰੋ ਮੇਲ ਨਾ ਹੋਈ
Na asi Mar Ji de sangat karni hai. We're not going to do sangat of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Now we're going to go to the Darbar. Now we're going to do any kirtan di seva in Guru Arjan Dev Ji's hazuri from this day forward, Hanji.
ਸੋਨ ਕਠੋਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਤਿਨ ਕੇਰੀ
Listen to these kathor bachans, listen to these harsh words. Baba Buddha Ji leaves at that time, Hanji.
ਕਹਿਓ ਜਾਏ ਗੁਰ ਕੋ ਤਿਸ ਬੇਰੀ
Then Baba Buddha Ji then makes their way back to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji.
ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜੀ ਨਹਿ ਮਾਨੈ ਕਿਮ ਮੂਡੇ
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ hey Maharaj Ji, they are fools. They don't accept what I said to them, Hanji.
ਰਹਿਓ ਗਰਭ ਵਧ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਅਰੂਡੇ
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, in their hearts is so much hankar and they're staying in their homes and it is filled with this pride, Hanji.
ਸੋਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਸ਼ਿਮਾ ਨਿਧਾਨਾ
ਤਾਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਖਿਮਾ ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੇ ਹਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ
ਝੂਠੇ ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਕਰਨ ਮਹਾਨਾ
Guru Arjan Dev Ji hearing these words is the form of forgiveness. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji is going to go themselves now and destroy this falsehood inside them, Hanji.
ਆਪ ਚਲਨ ਕੋ ਬਿਯੋਤ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ
So Maharaj Ji Maharaj Ji ਹੁਣ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. They're doing ਵਿਚਾਰ inside their mind. They're doing this contemplation of what they should do now, Hanji.
ਤਿਨ ਕੇ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਕੋ ਅਹੰਕਾਰਾ
ਕਿ ਆਪ ਚੱਲਣ ਕੇ Maharaj Ji ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ. They're going to go themselves. And they said this vidya, ਜੋ ਰਾਗ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਹੈ, they become so proud of this ਰਾਗ ਵਿਦਿਆ, of this knowledge they have of to do kirtan, Hanji.
ਸਾਦਰ ਆਨਹਿ ਤਿਨ ਕੋ ਜਾਏ
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਨਾਲ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਬੋਹਰੋ ਦਰਬ ਦੇਹ ਸਮੁਦਾਏ
We're going to go with a lot of respect and we're going to give them a lot of wealth, ਹਾਂਜੀ.
ਕਰਹਿ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਗੁਰ ਜਸ ਗਾਵਹਿ
Why? This is the question, why? Because Guru Sahib Ji sees Guru Bani as the highest. Baniya Sir Bani. Like we say in Anand Sahib, ਆਵੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਤ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਹੋ, ਗਾਵੋ ਸੱਚੀ ਬਾਣੀ, ਬਾਣੀ ਤਾਂ ਗਾਵੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇਰੀ, ਬਾਨੀਆ ਸਿਰ ਬਾਣੀ. This Bani is the highest of the high. Maharaj Ji sees his Guru Bani is higher than themselves. That when Guru Arjan Dev Ji compiled Sri Ad Granth Sahib, Guru Arjan Dev Ji put Sri Ad Granth Sahib on their own bed and Guru Arjan Dev Ji slept on the floor. Bani Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sahib, because Guru Bani is the Guru. To Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Bani is Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj. To Guru Arjan Dev Ji, that's Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, that is Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji. So because these are the Kirtaniya, these are the Kirtaniya of the Guru's home, they sing Guru Bani Kirtan. So Guru Sahib Ji gives us so much ansatkar, Hanji.
ਸਿੱਖ ਸੰਗਤ ਕੇ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਬਸਾਵਹਿ
Because that Kirtan not only comes in their tongue, it goes in the hearts of all those Guru Sikhs as well, Hanji.
ਚਾਹੀਏ ਹੈ ਰੁਚਿਰ ਰਬਾਬੀ ਹਮੈ
The Maharaj Ji is thinking this, that in the Guru's home we need Rababia, we need this Kirtan as well, Hanji.
ਕਰਹਿ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਸਮੈ
ਦੋਨੋਂ ਸਮੇਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਤੇ ਸੰਧਿਆ ਦੇ ਵੇਲਾ, meaning in the morning and in the evening, we need a Kirtani, Hanji.
ਇਮ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਭੇ ਗੁਰ ਤਿਆਰੀ
ਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ doing this ਵਿਚਾਰ, Maharaj Ji ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ.
ਜਿਨ ਸੁਭਾਵ ਕਰ ਕਵ ਬਲਹਾਰੀ
ਤੇ ਕਵੀ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ that this ਸੁਭਾਵ, this nature of Guru Arjan Dev Ji is so beautiful that I must sacrifice to Guru Sahib Ji. Ke Maharaj Ji is so beautiful that Guru Sahib Ji is still going to go there after they send two of their Guru Sikhs. That Guru Arjan Dev Ji is going to go themselves now. Would the king ever go to their servant's home to go and call them? Never. You never see that happen. The king will probably tell his soldiers to kill that person. Guru Arjan Dev Ji sent their two of their greatest Guru Sikhs. Then now Guru Arjan Dev Ji is going to go themselves even though they've already heard their own slander as well many times, and they know they've been slandered by these Guru Sikhs, but ਫਿਰ ਵੀ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who's the treasure of forgiveness, is going to go themselves. Hanji.
ਦੋਹਰਾ ਧਰਮ ਸਾਲ ਸਾਲੋ ਜਹਾਂ ਤਿਸਕੇ ਨਿਕਟ ਨਿਕੇਤ
Hanji, so by Salo Ji, who is a Sikh of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, his Dharamsala, jo Bhai Salo Ji di Dharamsala hai, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ next ਦਾ ਧਰਮਸ਼ਾਲਾ is the home of Bhai Satta, Bhai Balvand ji. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਆਪ ਜਾਏ ਆਨਹਿਤ ਨਹਿ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਗਮਨੇ ਗੁਰ ਇਸ ਹੇਤ
ਤੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ by getting ready, Guru Arjan Dev Ji makes their way towards that house. ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ ਛੰਦ ਗਮਨੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਤਬਹਿ ਤਿਨ ਸਦਨ ਮਝਾਰੇ
ਤਾਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਭਾਈ ਸੱਤਾ ਜੀ ਭਾਈ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵੱਲ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ
ਕਰਨ ਹੇਤ ਆਦਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੋ ਗਾਵਨ ਹਾਰੇ
Guru Sahib Ji reaches the home, they go inside. The Guru Sahib Ji has so much satkar for Guru Bani Shabad, for Guru Bani itself, and because they are singing Guru Bani, they have respect for these kirtane as well. Hanji
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਆਦ ਗੁਰ ਸਭ ਹਿਨ ਇਹ ਰਾਖੇ
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਹਨ ਆਦਿਕ here means etc. and meaning the first Guru, the second Guru, the third Guru, and the fourth Guru, that they all kept ਸਭ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਰਾਖੇ, they kept kirtane with them as well. In Sri Guru Nanak ji Sama, they kept Bhai Mardana ji. ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ just Guru Angad Dev Ji, they kept Bhai Dana ji with them as their Rababi. ਤੇ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ, they kept Bhai Dala ji with them. They kept these they had these kirtane with them at that time. And now Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji. So after Bhai Mardana ji left their body, Guru Angad Dev Ji had their own Rababi as well, their own kirtani. And so did the third and fourth Guru. And so does Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj ji. And Guru Sahib is thinking about this, Hanji.
ਗਾਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੁਨਹਿ ਬਿਲਾਖੇ
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ that they would sing kirtan. And the Guru Sikhs will listen to the kirtan, be filled with so much love, Hanji.
ਬਹੁਤਨ ਕੋ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਹੈ ਸੁਨ ਬੇ ਗੁਰ ਅਰ ਗਾਏ
And they say, whoever listen to that kirtan or sing that kirtan, gav ho par ho suno hone tapai Guru pure tu rakhya, that whoever listens to that Bani, Kalyan, mean they will be saved, they get mukti, Hanji.
ਬਹੁਰੋ ਆਦਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕੋ ਵਿਚਾਰਤ
And
ਜਾਏ
they have so much satkar for Guru Bani, and they do vichar of that Guru Bani as well, Hanji.
ਪੌਰ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਸਦਨ ਮੈਂ ਹੈ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਠਾਂਡੇ
So ਜਦੋਂ Maharaj ji ਉਸ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, they say when they go inside the house, Maharaj ji ਠਾਂਡੇ, Guru Sahib ji standing inside the home of Bhai Satta ji, Bhai Balvand ji, Hanji.
ਦੇਖ ਨ ਆਦਰ ਉੱਠ ਕਰਿਓ ਔਰ ਗਰਭ ਜੋ ਭਾਡੇ
And they say these two brothers are filled with so much hankar, they show disrespect to Guru Sahib Ji. Maharaj Ji di niradari kiti. They show complete disrespect to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji because they did not stand. The Guru has walked into their home and they have not stood, Sadhu Sangat Ji. Imagine the Guru came to our home today and we didn't show no respect to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. How lucky are we if Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji ever comes to our home, that wherever the Guru goes, if Guru Sahib Ji goes from Takht Sahib to Sri Sachkhand Sahib, along that journey, everybody stands. The only time somebody does not stand is when they bow to Guru Granth Sahib Ji when Guru Sahib Ji goes past them. But they are sitting, and when they watch Guru Arjan Dev Ji walk in, Guru Sahib Ji standing, they have come to their home and they stay seated the whole time. What kind of disrespect is this, Hanji?
ਬੈਨ ਰਹੇ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਹੋ ਮੁਗਧ ਮੁਖ ਧਾਰ ਕਰ ਮੋਨਾ
Kavi Santokh, he said these fools are sitting down and they mona pave mona tarke. They don't say any words to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
ਮਹਿਮਾ ਲਖੈ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਚਲ ਆਏ ਭਾਵਨਾ
They don't understand Maharaj Ji's mehma. ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਸਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ, they don't know the greatness of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. ਦੇ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ.
ਸੱਤੇ ਅਲ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਕੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਭਾਖੀ
ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ.
ਕੋ ਕਾਰਨ ਐਸੋ ਭਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਤੇ ਰਿਸ ਰਾਖੀ
They say to them, okay, why are you so angry for? What is the reason for all this anger, Hanji?
ਆਵਨ ਜਾਨੋ ਦਰਬ ਹੈ ਨਹਿ ਬਿਥਿਰਤਾ ਪੈ ਹੈ
ਜੋ ਇਸ ਤਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਹੈ, this ਤਨ ਦੌਲਤ, this wealth that you're so proud of, that you have so much attachment to, they say this wealth is going to go. It's not going to stay with you. ਜਿਸ ਤਨ ਕਾ ਤੁਮ ਗਰਭ ਕਰਤ ਹੋ ਸੋ ਤਨ ਕਿਸ ਹੈ ਨ ਆਪ ਖਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਛਾੜ ਜਾਇ ਵਿਖਿਆ ਰਸ ਤੋ ਲਾਗੇ ਪਛਤਾਪ. Guru Ramdas Ji said that to their own son, Baba Priti Chand Ji, ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਨ ਕਾ this wealth ਤੁਮ ਗਰਭ ਕਰਤ ਹੋ, that you have so much pride over, ਸੋ ਤਨ ਕਿਸ ਹੈ ਨ ਆਪ. It's not even your wealth. ਖਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਜਾਇ, in a moment it's going to go. ਵਿਖਿਆ ਰਸ, because it's poison. ਤੋ ਲਾਗੇ ਪਛਤਾਪ. Then you regret it. then you regret that you didn't realize that this wealth was not going to stay. Money does not give happiness, as they say here in the West. Hanji.
ਇਸ ਤੇਰੇ ਸੇ ਤੁਮ ਕਿਉ ਕਰੇ ਪੁੰਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਉਦੈ ਹੈ
Maharaji says that for this reason, why do you keep anger for? It's not going to go with you. Maharaji says that I'll give you the wealth anyway now, Hanji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੋ ਕੋਸ਼ ਹੈ ਕਮਤੀ ਕੁਛ ਨਾਹੀ
ਕਿ Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਦੇ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਟੁੱਟ ਭੰਡਾਰ ਹਨ. That in their home is ਅਟੁੱਟ ਭੰਡਾਰ is completely filled with treasures, and whatever you want you can have. There's no katha, there's no emptiness. There's no lack of wealth in the Guru's home, Hanji.
ਸਰਦਾ ਧਾਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰੋ ਆਵਹਿ ਤੁਮ ਪਾਹੀ
ਕਿ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਧਾਰ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਰਾਹੀ by doing that ਕੀਰਤਨ all your karja will be resolved, Hanji.
ਸੁਨ ਬੋਲਿਓ ਬਲਵਾਨ ਤਬ ਹਮ ਪੇਖਿਓ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ
And at this time, Bhai Balvand ji speaks to Guru Arjan Dev Ji and say, hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, hum pikhiyo na koi. Say, where is this wealth? Look how they responded to Guru Sahib. Say, Maharaji, where is this wealth you talk about, Hanji?
ਕਹਾਂ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੋ ਹੈ ਧਰਿਓ ਤੁਮ ਭਾਖਤ ਜੋਈ
Okay, Maharaj, this khajana you talk about, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ? Where is it? We've not seen it ourselves, Hanji.
ਇੱਕ ਸਹੰਸ ਮੇ ਬਿਆਹ ਹੋਏ ਸੋ ਹਮਨੇ ਪਾਏ
This khajana you talk about, this treasure box you talk about, in that treasure box you give us 100 rupiah. Where is this treasure you talk about, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj?
ਨਹਿ ਗਮਨ ਹੈ ਤੁਮ ਨਿਕਟ ਆਬ ਕਿਆ ਲੇਹ ਕਮਾਏ
When I see ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਵੇਂਗੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji, will not come back to you again, because by being with you, what have we gained in our lives, Hanji?
ਅਪਰ ਥਾਨ ਰਹਿ ਕਰ ਕਹੂੰ ਨਿਜ ਰਾਗ ਸੁਨਾਵੈ
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ Maharaj, you will go somewhere else, Aparathan. ਹੋਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ we do ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ, and we'll gain our wealth and our happiness like that, Hanji.
ਲੇਹ ਦਰਬ ਔਰ ਭਾਵ ਤੋ ਕਹਿਤਾਨ ਬਿਰਜਾਵੈ
We'll gain wealth ourselves and we'll be in so much happiness, Hanji.
ਜਿਸ ਜਿਤੇ ਬਰਖ ਤੁਮ ਢਿਗ ਰਹੇ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਨਿਜ ਖੋਈ
Then Maharaj Ji, when we stay with you, we not only wasted our vidya, we lost our vidya. They say to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, by staying with you, we not only wasted our time, but we lost our skill that we had, Hanji.
ਸੁਨ ਰੀਜਤ ਜਾਣਤ ਗੁਣਨ ਪੈ ਮੌਜ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ
But hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, you know how talented we are. You know how great we are, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, but still you did not bless us, Hanji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਪੂਰਬ ਭਏ ਜਗ ਕਿਨਹੁ ਨਾ ਜਾਇਓ
Te Hon Sat Singh Ji, this is the thing. Everything that we just heard right now is in India of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji says themselves, Karna sune kahu ki ninda, sab te jane apas ko manda. That if you ever listen to slander with these ears, if it's even your own slander, theek hai? They say ke sab te jane apas ko manda, understand that actually I'm nobody, so there's no need for me to get angry. But what happens now is that they start to slander Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And this is where things start to change, because Guru Sahib is showing us if somebody slanders you, it's fine. As in, if you're being slandered, don't let it affect you. Ustit nindiya nahe jahe kanchan loho saman koho nanak sunare mana mukt tahe te jaan. That one is not affected by praise or slander. That person is mukt. Guru Sahib Ji, of course, is mukt. They are mukt kare sansar. They are free themselves and they free the whole world. But what is happening now is that they're going to start to slander Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Hanji, dwaro paro ji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਪੂਰਬ ਭਏ ਜਗ ਕਿਨਹੁ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਿਓ
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹਨ, when Guru Sahib Ji came into this world, who knew Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? ਕਿਨਹੁ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਿਓ? Nobody knew who Guru Nanak Dev Ji was, Hanji.
ਮਰਦਾਨਾ ਜਬ ਰਾਖਿਓ ਸਭ ਮਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਗਟਾਨਿਓ
But ਜਦੋਂ Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji Bhai Mardana Ji ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕੀਤੀ, when they kept sangat of Bhai Mardana Ji, they Bhai Mardana Ji did kirtan ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ. They say Bhai Mardana Ji made Guru Nanak Dev Ji Paragat in this world. They made Guru Nanak Dev Ji famous. It was because of Bhai Mardana Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is famous. Of course, we cannot take anything away from Bhai Mardana Ji. They're Satkar Yog. They're such a great Guru Sikh. They have Bani and Guru Granth Sahib Ji. But of course, you never hear that from a Guru Sikh. And Bhai Mardana Ji will never say this themselves. Because again, who is greater than Guru Nanak Dev Ji? Sab te vadda Sat Guru Nanak, Jind kal rakhi meri. So here they're saying because of Bhai Mardana Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was famous, or they are famous. But it's not about Bhai Mardana Ji. They're just trying to talk about kirtaniya hai. Hanji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅੰਗਦ ਗੁਰ ਅਮਰ ਜੀ ਤੁਮਰੋ ਪਿਤ ਜੋਈ
ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੋ Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਹਨ, ਜੋ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਨਾ ਜੀ ਹਨ, Guru Amardas Ji, ਜੋ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਹਨ, Sri Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj,
ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਰਬਾਬੀ ਕਰਤ ਭੇ ਇਮ ਲਖੈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ
ਜੋ Bhai Dala Ji ਹਨ, Bhai Dana Ji ਹਨ. These two other Rababi as well. They say because of them, your father your Nana ji, your grandfather, and the second Guru became famous. They were known. If it wasn't for them, no one would know the Gurus. Hanji.
ਤੁਮ ਟੇਗ ਹਮ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰੈ ਗੁਰ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਗਾਵੈ
ਤੇ ਤੁਮ ਟੇਗ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਆਸੀ ਕੀਰਤਨੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ. We come to you and we do ਕੀਰਤਨੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ, and because of us you're famous. You have glory because of us. Hanji.
ਸੁਨ ਸੁਨ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਹੁ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੇ ਬਸ ਤੂੰ ਗਨ ਲਾ ਲਿਆਵੈ.
And they said that all the Sikhs come from so far and they give you donations because of us. Hanji.
ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਉਚਰੈ ਹੈ ਤੁਮੈ ਪੂਜ ਹੈ ਧਨ ਆਨੈ.
And they all say Guru Guru. They all say Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji apuj hai tan aane, and they give you so much tan daulat. Hanji.
ਸੋਨ ਕਰ ਹਮਰੇ ਰਾਗ ਕੋ ਸੰਗਤ ਸਭ ਮਾਨੈ.
And all the sangat, the sonakar, listen to our kirtan, they all accept you as the Guru because of us. Hanji.
ਇਤਨਾ ਗੁਣ ਹਮਰੋ ਮਹਾ ਕੁਛ ਜਾਣਿਓ ਨਾਹੀ.
They say Maharaj Ji, in us is such good, in us is such qualities, such greatness, but kuch janyo nahi, but you did not understand this. Hanji.
ਨਾਹਿ ਤਾ ਆਦਿ ਭੇਟ ਕੋ ਦੇਹੋ ਹਮ ਘਰ ਮਾਹੀ.
They Sar Singh Ji, when I was listening to katha of this, even the Mahapurush Ji, Sant Ji started to laugh at this point as well, because what they say here is they say to Guru Arjan that you should have given us addi peta. Whatever came in the Guru's home, whatever you took, we should have taken the other half. We should have split it halfway down the middle, and we should have half the peta come into our home. Hanji.
ਅਬ ਜਾਣੀ ਪਰ ਹੈ ਭਲੇ ਕਿਮ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਾਵੈ.
They get into that. Now you'll understand. Now you'll understand. If I ask that, who's going to call you the Guru? Okay, sade to bena, who's going to see you as the Guru? Hanji.
ਵਸ ਹਜ਼ਾਰੋ ਦਰਬ ਬਹੁ ਕੈਸੇ ਤੁਮ ਪਾਵੋ.
Kende ne ke all these vastua you have, all these thousands of donations you get a day, they will not come when we leave. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
ਹਮ ਅਬ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਅਪਰ ਢੇਗ ਲੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਬਣਾਈ.
Kende ne hon asi hor kisi de paas ja ke they say we're going to go to somebody else, but who? To another Sodhi. We'll go to another Sodhi, someone else in your lineage, and we'll make them the Guru. They say, Hanji.
ਪੂਜਾ ਹੋਵੈ ਤਿਸੀ ਕੀ ਮਨ ਹੈ ਸਮੁਦਾਈ.
And they say, hey Maharaj Ji, then they'll do their puja, and everyone will give them wealth because of us. Hanji.
ਹਮ ਅਧੀਨ ਕਰਿਬੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਹਿ ਤੁਮਨੇ ਜਾਨਾ.
Then Maharaj, you treated us so lowly, and you didn't see us as equal as you yourself. You saw us as lower than you. Hanji.
ਅਬ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਛਤਾਏ ਹੋ ਮਨ ਤਾ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਨਾ.
Hon tusi pachtaonge, now you regret it. Now you regret that you did not treat us with respect, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, and you didn't give us a satkar. Hanji.
ਜਹਾਂ ਰਾਗ ਹਮ ਕਰਹਿਗੇ ਗੁਰ ਤਿਸੈ ਬਨਾਵਹਿ.
The hey Guru Arjan Dev Ji, you lose all your pride, so you lose all your honor, they say to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And they said that when we do our Rag Kirtan, then we're going to make that Sodhi into the Guru. Kende ne ke Guru tise banave. Banave means to make. We'll make somebody else into the Guru. Hanji.
ਤੁਮਰੇ ਨਿਕਟ ਨਾ ਜਾਹੇਗੇ ਏਕਲ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਵਹਿ.
And tumare nikit pave thwade paas nobody will come. They say nobody will come to ekala reh jave. Tusi akalle rahenge Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਰਜਨ ਚਿਤ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ ਅਤ ਬਹੁ ਛਿਮਾ ਨਿਧਾਨਾ.
Imagine hearing all these words. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is Shanta Swarup. They're a form of peace. Guru Arjan Dev Ji doesn't say anything. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is a form of forgiveness. Shima Nidana means Khima de Khajana, the treasury of forgiveness. Guru Sahib Ji doesn't say anything. Hanji.
ਨਿਜ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਛੁਬਤ ਨਹਿ ਸੁਨ ਕਛ ਨ ਬਖਾਨਾ.
Apni Nindya sun ke Guru Maharaj Ji kuch nahi kehinde. Han, they don't say anything, hearing their own slander. Hanji.
ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਆਦ ਕੀ ਦਬ ਨਿੰਦ ਸੁਨਾਈ.
Parasal Sangha Ji. ਜਦੋਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਦਿਕ ਦੀ ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਨ, when they hear the slander of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, and Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji.
ਘਰ ਤੇ ਘਾਰ ਨਿਕਸੇ ਸਾਧਨ ਰਿਸ ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਛਾਈ.
The Guru is filled with so much beat us. The Guru said these people are fools, and they Maharaj Ji ਇਹੀ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ.
ਬੇਦੀ ਕੁਲ ਕੇ ਤਿਲਕ ਕੀ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਮ ਕੀਨੀ.
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ.
ਫਿਟ ਜਵਾਹੇਗੀ ਦੇਹ ਤੁਮ ਰੁਜਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੀਨੀ.
They say cursed is your life, cursed is your body, cursed is everything to do with you. How can you slander Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji? Guru Bani says to us, the one who slanders the Guru, they will go to the worst hell. The one who slanders the Guru is worse than the person who is a Maha Tiyara. The one who kills many people, that person is equal to the one who slanders Guru Sahib Ji. Hanji.
ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਆਏ ਕਾਰ ਥਲ ਥੜੇ ਸੁਹਾਏ.
ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji leaves their home, saying these words. The Maharaj Ji goes to Thara Sahib. ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਪੰਜਨੀ ਬੇੜੀ ਹੈ, that tree ਦੁੱਖ ਪੰਜਨੀ that we have at Sri Harmandir Sahib, when you enter from the Langar side, and you go down the podium and you can see the tree in front of you, that Thara Sahib, Guru Maharaj ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬਿਰਾਜਮਾਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ.
ਸਭ ਸੰਗਤ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਭਈ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਲਗਾਏ.
And all the sangat go there today. Usually they go inside the city Harmandir Sahib and they do kirtan. But today, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji sitting underneath this tree, there's kirtan going to happen there. But who is meant to do the kirtan? It's meant to be Bhai Balvand Ji and Bhai Satta Ji. They are the kirtanees of the Guru Kar. But today they're not there. So what happens, Hanji?
ਸਿੱਖਣ ਕੋ ਆਏ ਸਦਈ ਤੁਮ ਰਾਗ ਸੁਨਾਵੇ ਹੋ.
The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj gives his bachan to the Sangat. Okay, today you guys can do Raag Kirtan. Imagine sitting there and the Guru says today you can do Kirtan, and these people never touched an instrument in their life before, Hanji.
ਗਾਵੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੋ ਤਾਨ ਜੁਤ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਤੇ ਇਹੋ ਪਾਵੋ.
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ you're going to do Gurbani Kirtan today, and Rag Vidya, the knowledge will come to you itself, Hanji.
ਗਹਿਓ ਦੁਤਾਰਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਹੇ ਕਿਨ ਗਹੀ ਰਬਾਬੰ.
One Guru Sikh grabbed the rabab, the other one grabbed the dotara, another type of instrument which has 2 strings, and then they start to do Kirtan, Hanji.
ਹੋਏ ਨਿਸ਼ੰਕ ਗਾਵਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਸਭ ਭਏ ਅਜਾਬੰ.
Hoy na shank pave shankar to rahet huwa, no doubt they started to sing, and everyone is in so much shock seeing what is happening right now. And in Gurbani Arth Pandar is written that what happened here was that Bhai Gurdas Ji started to play the jodi, Baba Buddha Ji played the tambua, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji played the saranda. And they even say in katha, in Mahapurush katha, ke Bhai Bidhi Chand Ji even started to do kirtan as well. So all these Mahan Guru Sikhs, even the Guru themselves today is doing Kirtan at Sri Harmandir Sahib sitting underneath this tree, Hanji.
ਬਚਨ ਮਾਨ ਬੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੋ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਸਭ ਪਾਈ.
Listening to Guru Sahib's bachan, Guru Sahib's bachan man ke, they gain all this Rag Vidya, Hanji.
ਜਾਣਤ ਹੋਤੇ ਨਾ ਰਾਗ ਕੋ ਗਾਵਤ ਬਿਸਮਾਈ.
They didn't even know Rag Vidya. They didn't know anything to do Rag Vidya, but Guru Sahib Ji just gave their blessings, gave their hukum. They had no doubt, and they started to sing and play the instruments. And itself, the Vidya started to flow through them. The magic of Guru Sahib Ji flowed through their bodies, Hanji.
ਸੁਨ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਕੇ ਰਾਗ ਕੋ ਗੁਰ ਭਏ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨਾ.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji Kirtan sarvand karke, when Guru Sahib Ji hears the Kirtan of the Guru Sikhs, Guru Sahib Ji ati prasann hunde han.
ਬਰ ਦੀਨੋ ਤੁਮ ਪ੍ਰੇਤ ਜੁਤ ਹਮਰੋ ਬਚ ਮੰਨਾ.
Ati prasann ho ke Guru Sahib Ji eh bar dinde han, they give this blessing. They say that with no doubt, you listen to my words and you do Kirtan with so much love, Hanji.
ਅਬ ਤੇ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਰਾਗ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਮਹਿ ਆਈ.
They say hun, ab means hun. Now, within the Guru Sikhs will be this Vidya of Rag Vidya. Pave in Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji Sama, they gave us this Vidya of katha. They hon Guru Arjan Dev Ji at this time, what is written by Guru Sikhs, that Guru Sahib Ji now started this Vidya of Rag Vidya within the Guru Sikhs. This Samparda. Now started from here, that Guru Sikhs now were learning Rag Vidya, Hanji.
ਗਾਵਹਿ ਸੁਨੈ ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਧਾਰ ਲੈ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਗਤ ਪਾਈ.
And it says whoever sings this Bani, whoever listens to this Bani, they say Gat he means Shubh Gat, they will get Mukti. That person will be liberated if they sing or listen to his Kirtan, Hanji.
ਡੋਮ ਜਾਤ ਪਛਤਾਏ ਹੈ ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਡਹਕਾਏ.
And those fools, those brothers, by Satta Ji, by Balvand Ji, in their greed, in their desires, they will regret what they have done, Hanji.
ਲੀਏ ਸਬਦ ਘਰ ਘਰ ਫਿਰ ਹੈ ਨਹਿ ਹੋਏ ਤ੍ਰਿਪਤਾਏ.
Going from one house to the other, they will keep going and going, but they'll never get that Santokh inside them, and they'll never be happy with whatever work they do in the future now, they will get no results, Hanji.
ਪਾਏ ਅਨਾਦਰ ਜਿਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਬਿਨ ਕਹੇ ਸੋ ਜਾਵੇ.
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ because this disrespect they've given to the Guru, now everybody will disrespect them. Nobody will look at them and no one will treat them with any satkar, Hanji.
ਤਉ ਨਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਮੁਖ ਲਾਏ ਹੈ ਦੁਖ ਲਹਿ ਅਕੁਲਾਵੇ.
ਤੇ Maharaj Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ that person, that Guru Sikh who even looks at them, that person will get dukh as well, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ.
ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿੱਖਨ ਕੋ ਬਰ ਦਿਓ ਬਦਿਆ ਸੁਭ ਭਾਈ.
ਤੇ Maharaj Ji giving this blessing to the Sangat, all the Sangat started to do Rag Kirtan, having this Rag Vidya, and they sing so beautifully, Hanji.
ਸਰਾਫ ਧੂਮ ਮੂਡਨ ਲਹਿਓ ਭਾਵੀ ਕਰਵਾਈ.
On the other side, those 2 brothers have been cursed. Right? Because of their own actions, their life is cursed now because they slandered the Guru, Hanji.
ਨਿਤ ਪ੍ਰਤ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਰਹਿ ਤਿਉ ਤਿਉ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਗਾਵੇ.
So nit prat pave har roj din raat, the Guru Sikhs will do Kirtan di seva. And every time they did Kirtan, the Kirtan got even better and better and better each time, Hanji.
ਸੰਗਤ ਕੋ ਬੜ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਹੋਏ ਮਨ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਟਿਕਾਵੇ.
And the Sangha they feel with so much love, and that Guru Bani Shabad started to sit inside their heart. It was sitting still. To tikave means to sit still. Pave that now when they listen to Kirtan, their mind is sitting still and that Gurbani starts to reside inside them. Hanji.
ਪਟਨੇ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਮਹਾ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹਿਤ ਆਈ
ਫਿਰ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋ ਪਟਨਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਹੈ, the ਸੰਗ from Sri Patna Sahib, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਪਾਸ ਆ ਕੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ।
ਕਰ ਬੰਧਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਕੋ ਬਹੁ ਭੇਟ ਚੜਾਈ
ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਭੇਟਾ ਚੜਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ।
ਸੱਤੇ ਅਰ ਬਲਵੰਡ ਕੋ ਤਿਨ ਬੂਝਨ ਠਾਨਾ
They come and they donate their wealth to Guru Sahib Ji and they start to ask about Bhai Satta Ji and Bhai Balvand Ji, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਨ।
ਕਹਾਂ ਗਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜੀ ਅਬੈ ਨਹਿ ਕਰਤੇ ਗਾਨਾ
ਇਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਗਏ ਹਨ? Where have they gone? We have not seen them here. Maharaj Ji, don't they do seva here anymore? Hanji.
ਗੁਰ ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਫਿਟ ਗਏ ਨਹਿ ਪਚਿਓ ਹੰਕਾਰਾ
Maharaj Ji says they're cursed. Because of their own ego, they've put their own curse in their own head. Hanji.
ਗਰ ਬਤ ਮੂਰਖ ਨਿੰਦ ਕਹਿ ਲਹਿ ਕਸ਼ਟ ਉਦਾਰਾ
Because of their pride, because of their foolishness, they've done nindya of the home of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. And us nindya di fal ki hai Saad Singh Ji, that now they've got so much pain. Hanji.
ਤਿਨ ਕੇ ਮਸਤਕ ਜੋ ਲਗ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੁਖ ਪਾਵੈ
ਤੇ ਫਿਰ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, they say that whoever does their sangat, ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਲੱਗਣਗੇ, whoever goes and looks at them and speaks to them, they say that they'll get a lot of ਦੁੱਖ, ਜੋ ਬੜਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਨਿਕਟ ਹਮਾਰੇ ਤਿਨਹੁ ਕੀ ਨਹਿ ਅਰਜ਼ ਕਰਾਵੈ
If anybody goes to them and speaks to Bhai Balvand Ji, Bhai Satta Ji, they get ਦੁੱਖ. But then Guru Sahib Ji also says, if anybody comes to me, if anybody comes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji ਅਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ Bhai Balvand Ji ਅਤੇ Bhai Satta Ji ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗਤੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ, for their help, to give them help. If Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, if anybody speaks to them or comes to me and speaks about them, they'll be punished as well. Hanji.
ਕਰ ਹੈ ਸਿਪਾਰਿਸ਼ ਜਬ ਹੈ ਕੋ ਹਮ ਦੇਹ ਸਜਾਈ
ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj made this clear that nobody is to help them, and if they do, they'll be given a great punishment. Hanji.
ਤਿਸ ਕੋ ਮੁਖ ਕਾਲਾ ਕਰ ਹੈ ਸਿਰ ਕੋ ਮੁੰਡਵਾਈ
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, what will they do to them? That person who helps these people, their face will become black and all their hair will be removed from their head and their face. Hanji.
ਬਹੁਰ ਚੜਾਵ ਹੈ ਗਦੇ ਪਰ ਪੁਰ ਫੇਰ ਹੈ ਸਾਰੇ
They ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, they will put him on top of a donkey. So putting him on top of a donkey, they say that they'll make them go around the whole nagar. They make them sit on a donkey and walk all around the city. Hanji.
ਢੋਲ ਬਜ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸੰਗ ਤਬ ਨਰ ਨਾਰ ਨਿਹਾਰੇ
And they say that we'll get a tolli to come as well. A drummer will come and they pay the toll, meaning they build a noise. And nar nari, nar and nar. What this means here, nar means male, nar rare sahari means nari, female. They say that both the men and women will come out and look at them. Paave ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ. They'll be in great, they lose all their respect. If anybody wants their help by Satta Ji, by Balvand Ji, then their face will be blackened, all their hair will be removed from their head, they will have to sit on a donkey, and they'll be going around the whole village with somebody playing the drums, and everybody see them, and they lose all their honor. Now who would want to do that? Who would want to face their own besti on their own head? That dishonor. Meaning nobody can help them because it's slander the Guru's home. So what hope is there for Bhai Satta Ji, Bhai Balvand Ji? We'll leave the katha here for today. And in the next katha, we'll go for what happens next to Bhai Satta Ji, Bhai Balvand Ji. Do they live a happy life? Or does that curse come upon their head? And can anybody help them if they ask for help? We'll go for that next week in the next katha. So please forgive all the mistakes we made in the katha today. The essence of this is that it doesn't matter how high somebody can get, anybody can fall. That shabd we talked about earlier, Je Gurprataap Mai Sangha Kare, Kya Sikh Vichar, that was recited by Bhai Gurdas Ji, because before saying that shabad, they wrote another shabad saying that if the Guru tests the Sikh should not give up their Siddiq na hare. They should not give up their faith. Meaning whatever the Guru does, the Sikh should not fail. But it was said in the form of pride, of ego. But then afterwards, when Guru Sahib Ji tested them, which is a big story in itself, and Bhai Gurdas Ji failed that test. Bhai Gurdas Ji disappeared. They basically did a runner, right? But when they came back to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they wrote this, and to Guru Arjan Dev Ji said, hey Maharaj Ji, Je Gurprataap Mai Sangha Ke, if the Guru tests the Sikh, then what can that poor Sikh do? Okay, Maharaj Ji, you are our only support. Maharaj Ji, you can take care of us. Bhave, Maharaj Ji, keep us in your charan. Don't let us leave your charan. Let us always stay in your charan. And even if we do make mistakes, whatever that is, whatever happens, may we learn from them and may we become pure as well. And may our actions become pure. So in bendiyah parvan kardiyan Sar Singh ji, many mistakes made in the vichar, in the arth, in the part. So please forgive us and bless us that we can continue to do this seva and finish this seva. With Guru Sahib's kirpa, we started a katha now Ramkali ke Vaar, looking for the eyes of Mahakavi Santokh Singh ji for the Uthanika. We'll go for the Uthanika in the next session as well. For Usto Baad Sar Singh ji, we'll go for the arth of the actual Bani Ramkali ki Vaar, why it was recited by these two brothers, and what is the essence, what is the fal, what is the fruits of listening to Ramkali ki Vaar. A lot of blessings come by listening to it every single day. So again, please forgive all the mistakes that we have made. And please with the last two panktiya, fir assi samapti karange. Hanji.
ਬਹੁਰ ਚੜਾਵਹਿ ਗਦੇ ਪਰ ਪੁਰ ਫੇਰਹਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਢੋਲ ਬਜਹਿ ਤਿਹ ਸੰਗ ਤਬ ਨਰ ਨਾਰ ਨਿਹਾਰੇ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹੈ
ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਹੈ ਗੋਪਾਲ ਹੈ ਦਿਆਲ ਲਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਾਨਨਾਥ ਅਨਾਥ ਸਖੇ ਦੀਨ ਦਰਦ ਨਿਵਾਰ
हे समरथ
ਅਗਮ ਪੂਰਨ ਮੋਹਿ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਰ ਅੰਧਕੂਪ ਮਹਾ ਭਿਆਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ
ਆਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ
ਸਰਨਾਗਤੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਿਧ ਦਿਆਲ ਏਕ ਅਖਰ ਹਰ ਮਨ ਬਸਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਤ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਮ ਜਹਾਜ ਹੈ ਚੜੇ ਸੋ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਰ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਕਰ ਸੇਵਦੇ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਹਾਰ
ਜੋ ਸਰਦਾ
ਕਰ ਸੇਵਦੇ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਹਾਰ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.